Welcome to I Have the Power Query. Let's learn some Power Query. In Microsoft's words, Power Query is a data connection technology that enables you to discover, connect, combine, and refine data sources to meet your analysis needs. Power Query is a recent and exceptional addition to the functionality of Excel. Power Query has the potential to save you hours each day by automating your data processing tasks. Power Query was a download with Excel 2013 and came as standard with Excel 2016, but you might not have even noticed it. Power Query can do all lots of fancy time-saving stuff with your data, which we will get to. But this 101 series will teach you the absolute basics of getting Power Query working. The first step in learning Power Query is defining a table. We're going to input data into Excel and place that data into a table. There are many ways that you can get data into Power Query, but the easiest way is by table. A data table is the gateway to Power Query. If you don't have any data, then there isn't anything to analyze. We'll start in a blank Excel sheet, create some input data and a table. So let's dive in and define a table. The first thing we do is open a new Excel workbook. I'm in Excel 2016. We need to create some data. I've got 3 parameters, which are month name, days, and season. These are the column headers for my table. Now I have my columns, we need some rows. I'm going to enter a couple of rows first. Then I can drag down the month name. I'm stopping at November for now, you'll see why later. Then the days of each month and the season. This data already looks like a table to us, but we need to tell Excel it's a table. Highlight all the data, I use Alt and A, or you can click and drag with your mouse. Go up to Insert, then click Table. You get this dialog box open and the marching ants around your table. Click OK, and you have your table. In this case, I made sure that I had the checkbox ticked, because my first row is my header row. That is, the column titles. If you don't, this will happen. The table has assumed that the top row is data, so it has created its own column headers for us. We don't want that, so we'll undo. The shortcut key for creating a table is Ctrl and T. Make sure you've highlighted your data first and press Ctrl and T. It's a good idea to give your table a sensible name. When you build a more detailed Power Query, you'll have lots of tables. So it's good not to have them just called Table 1, Table 2, Table 3, etc. I'm calling mine TBL Months, TBL short for table. I purposely left out December, and I want to show you why. Let me add that in now. December, 31, and winter. You'll see a handy feature of the table is that it automatically updates for the new information. And to finish off, select anywhere within the table, and this extra table design option appears. Go in here and change the look of your table. It's a bit clearer to see here that the table has automatically resized for December. So in this part we've created data, defined the table, and renamed a table. Now we're ready to interface with Power Query. Part 1, the setup is done, and Part 2 will look at getting the data into Power Query. In Part 3, we'll look at getting the data back out of Power Query, and in Part 4, we'll look at the results. See you in Part 2.